A mental maze. It was the kind of day that they had all become accustomed to. Gray skies, heavy with a coming storm, and a deep chill settling over the small town. The roads leading out of town were all strangely empty, leaving the only options of a name branding a singular stretch of asphalt. The locals simply referred to it as the alley. It was here, in this desolate street, that the unofficial station for the struggling mental health clinic had set up shop. The building, a neglected old structure with a disturbingly large sign marked with a single Greek-Latin letter in it, caught the attention of many as they slowly made their way into town. It would only be a matter of time before the strange phenomenon associated with the clinic began to attract attention. The staff working at the clinic were sympathetic, but none of them seemed to truly understand what was happening. They were all too busy trying to keep all of their patients mentally afloat. At first, it seemed like the condition, whatever it was, would break the barriers of the physical world, with otherworldly creatures appearing, whispering in the corners of the rooms. Soon, however, the situation proved to be much worse than anyone could have expected. The subtle manipulations in the environment of the clinic became more and more distinct. Doors would open and close for no apparent reason, and the patients began to whisper about strange visions and darkness calling to them in the dead of night. Most of the patients blamed their own mental conditions for these things, but as time went on, that explanation started to fall short. It wasn't until one night that everyone at the clinic had a collective gasp of horror when they saw the strange silhouette of a large humanoid figure descending from the shadows of the building. It was then that they all knew that something was wrong and that something was living in the shadows of the clinic. Whatever it was, it seemed to be connected to all of the strange occurrences around the clinic, but as they were all too well aware, it had a plan. One by one, it started to affect the minds of the staff and the patients alike. Taking hold of them, it would bring them into the darkness, trapping them in a mental maze of their own creation, designed for their worst fears and nightmares. No one was able to escape until another patient, who had not yet been affected by the creature, found out its true nature. She had made the connection that the creature was playing on the weakened mental state of the people in the clinic and making them create a vast labyrinth of their own mind, trapping them in a world of horror and nightmares. With this new information, the patient devised a plan with the help of the other patients and managed to make a deal with the creature to free the others. In return, the creature would get to keep the mental maze that the patients had made in their minds. The plan worked, but not without cost, as many of the patients were left crippled by the experience and would never truly be the same. This would be their brutal reminder to never underestimate the fear and terror of the unknown. The patients found themselves struggling not just to make sense of their own experiences, but to make sense of the world around them. They would never fully understand the mysterious creature living in the shadows of the clinic and its agenda, but they would never forget the darkness that was encountered there.